Okay, so by now you guys know that I cover exclusively indie survival games on this channel, but I need to stray off the path for a bit, because we need to talk about BattleBit Remastered. It's Wave Boogie. BattleBit Remastered is an indie large-scale multiplayer FPS, and the reason for this video is simply because, wow. And I mean wow. This game is a testament that indie studios are more in tune with gaming than double and AAA studios by miles. This title was developed by 3 individuals. 1 developer, 1 map designer, and a 3D modeler. It has taken the FPS community by storm and sold over 2 million copies in its first week. So let's break down the how from the why and get a better understanding on its overwhelming success. To give you a better understanding, the developers decided to keep a simplistic polypixel style game in order to make room for smooth gameplay and mechanics that can host lobbies up to 127 players versus 127 players, and they absolutely smacked it out of the park. I can't even remember the last time I was disinvested in a shooter as much as BattleBit. The game does not reinvent the wheel or introduce groundbreaking mechanics. It simply pulls from the golden era of shooters and brings back what we have lost over the years. From air strafing, parkour style vaulting and climbing, making movement dynamic and fun. Yes, a word we lost in the genre. Fun. The shooting mechanics consist of leaning, actual drop shooting, realistic reload animations, magazine management, and actual quick scoping for you dirty little snipers out there. The game just feels right. And if you're one of those people that saw the graphics and brushed it off as a Roblox game, you should step down from your little graphic whore horse and read the room. AAA studios have been force-feeding you the same regurgitated bullshit for years now, and the genre is stale. Everything is designed around getting another buck out of you, with yearly releases to the same game that gradually gets worse and worse. So ask yourself, what do you like about FPS games? Maybe you're a glutton for punishment and want meaningless cutscenes, predatory microtransactions that honestly insult your intelligence every time you launch the game, all wrapped up in a big wonky shit sandwich. BattleBit delivers a Battlefield-esque inspired layout with 19 maps that can all be played in day or night. Multiple game modes from Capture the Flag, Conquest, Domination, Frontline, and Rush. For the moment, but a lot more is coming. This is by no means a low-poly Battlefield. Not even close, because the playstyle is more like a fast-paced Milsim, kind of like Squad, with different classes from Squad Leader, Assault, Medic, Engineer, Support, and Recon. Yeah, another thing that got lost in the sauce with AAA. Bleeding mechanics where you need to bandage yourself to stop the bleeding, but can only be fully healed by a medic, dragging down friendlies or enemies to keep them from being revived, which could turn this little arcadey Milsim experience in an hilarious experience, which leads me to my next point, VoIP. The game has 3 VoIP options. A squad lead to squad lead VoIP, where different squads can coordinate attacks and combine forces, or simply share information from the battlefield, which I feel is criminally underused. Being a squad player myself, that squad lead to squad lead VoIP should determine the outcome of games, but people don't really use it. The second option is squad chat, where you could communicate with your entire squad, and a regular proximity chat to talk to people directly around you. Now keep in mind, all 3 of those can still be heard by anyone around you, enemies included. This entire system could turn into the funniest game imaginable, with players fully role-playing when down, begging for help, trash-talking with enemies, and simply making the experience that much more fun and immersive.
Oi, bro, can't you see? I'm building house. What the fuck, man?
Oh, I'm sorry. Hold on. Come with me. We're gonna talk about this, okay?
Fuck, man.
Now, I know what you're thinking. This could turn toxic really quickly. However, each server has moderating staff that are actively monitoring the games and have a zero tolerance policy for anything over the top. You can talk trash, just keep it within the realm of you not being a racist, homophobe, bigot, among whatever other things, you may say that could get you in trouble. So people tend to be a lot more careful with the way they speak, as opposed to other games, which makes it a non-toxic experience. In fact, I would argue that the sheer fun of the gameplay makes most players play BattleBit with a smile on their face. People are simply having a blast, which eliminates a lot of frustrated players ready to say offensive things. Another feature of the game is vehicles, and there are plenty, so pick your poison. From ATVs to regular transport vehicles, armed Humvees, tanks, APCs, BTRs, LAVs, and even helicopters, there is enough to keep you busy if that's what you're into. If you're more boots on the ground, don't fret, as there are enough weapons and attachments in this game to make you feel like a chubby-cheeked little girl in a candy store. With assault rifles, carbines, PDWs, SMGs, light support guns, LMGs, DMRs, sniper rifles, RPGs for engineers, and different types of pistols and revolvers for all your sidearm needs. This is exactly what we want, and many more guns which have been leaked already are on the way. All in all, this little indie title does more within its respective genre than any other game in the category. It is an early access, however, I can safely say that it is the best and most polished early access game we may have ever seen. That's a pretty big statement. Of course, there is no such thing as a perfect game, but since day one, this small team of developers have delivered a full game where you can sink hundreds, if not thousands of hours. They are consistently releasing patches and updates, and by the time you see this video, we'll have done a huge rebalance on many guns and classes. I'm looking at y'all medic vector fuckboys. Well, I mean, I may have been one once upon a time. So here you have it. A back to the roots FPS title that keeps growing daily with endless fun, with the trivial price of admission of $15, which to me makes it a no-brainer purchase, even if you're not a die-hard FPS player. And that's about it. These are my 2 cents on it. I really hope you enjoyed the video, and as usual, I'll see you guys on the next one. I'm out.